What's up, guys? Zac here, back for another VOD review. I just realized my shelf light isn't on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look, I'm kind of losing my mind a little bit. This will be an interesting VOD review. I've been playing TFT grinding all day to try to make it for the Tacticians Cup 1 snapshot. The top 161 get put into the Tacticians Trials. Well, you know, basically top 161 make it into the tournament. And so I've been grinding all day. I remember I left off yesterday at like 50 something LP. So you would think it's pretty easy to just climb that last 10 LP, but I was bouncing up and down the entire day. I did not end 10 LP. Let's refresh there. But we ended 58 LP. We started the day 51 LP, took a fat 8th to start off with, and then had a lot of interesting games. Like, for example, this game being a fourth kind of made me die on the inside a lot of it, but I closed it out with a first. I'm 58 LP. Right now the tracker says 58 LP would put me at 163, which means I'd be the second person on the wait list. I'm gonna keep refreshing this. I mean, what I really hope for is that people like somehow int it and they like go down and then like they're actually like lower than me, but you know, who knows if that's actually going to happen. Oh, it actually, maybe it's refreshing right now. Oh, if it's refreshing right now, like maybe that's why it's taking so long to load. No, okay, 60 minutes ago. Okay, so we're still gonna be there. But let's do a VOD review while we wait, honestly. You know what? I'm gonna do the VOD review and then I'll refresh the ladder at the end of the VOD review so you can get the actual real update. You can see I need to shave my beard. My beard's getting a little shaggy. I need to, oh my God. I wanted it to be so much easier than this. I was gonna stop at 100 LP and then like that 8th started. And so I was thinking about, I was like, I could do one of my own games. And then I was like, you know what? I have way too much to learn to do one of my own games, man. I was really cocky because I climbed so much yesterday, and then today was just like a slap in the face. So many. I mean, definitely some stuff I could have played better. I will not say that I played perfectly. Like there's no way that I played those games perfectly, but Jesus, where there's some just egregious low rolls. And like that fourth, I mean, is that not disgusting that I went fourth with, I was level 10, everything 2-star, lucky gloves on 1,000,000 units, and I still, it's fine. It is totally fine. In any case, let's watch some Dishsoap. He does get a cut purse, actually. His items aren't amazing for it, but you could actually, I mean, this augment is so broken that you really should just scout and see, boom, there's someone who took cut purse, so you probably don't take it at that point. This, yeah, so this guy's trial we're on. I mean, a lot of people are going to be taking hard force trait augments here. Dish really doesn't get anything great, though, I will say, and Cyber Implants doesn't look amazing either. You could take support cash, worst case, and yeah, he is going to grab the support cash here and take, what are we taking here? Treasure chest. Whoa. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. I mean, already, I would say most people would be like, all right, I'm average like a 5 from here just because I missed on, you know, the really good upgrades. He's going to treasure chest, throw it onto a Zyra on the front line, solo frontline her, let her die, and get treasure chest on everybody. And like treasure chest statistically is not the best support item. So I am hyped to watch this game. Actually, this is a crazy spot. And I'm curious just to see what we go for. We are throwing in Anima Squad here, or Anima Squad, if you want to pronounce it correctly, which... Anima's in a weird spot, I would say. Dish probably has he has a relatively uncontested line to it. It's not actually completely uncontested because of the fact that there are people who are playing. There's like a marksman player in there, and there's, you know, if somebody's playing marksman, they are going to steal your units that you care about in Anima. So it's actually not really, even though, you know, like Anima is not uncontested, that your units are not uncontested. So we'll see what he wants to do. I mean, the world is a little bit of his oyster. He could play this kind of like Brand Ziggs comp. That comp has been becoming way more popular. I abused that a little bit yesterday to climb a lot, and I played it a lot today, and so many more people are playing it. It's actually, I mean, TFT players, they adapt pretty quickly, and it's very annoying because I wanted to abuse that. Like, look at this guy. Who is this? This is the Lumen here. Probably going to be playing this game from the paint augment where you put down all the hexes and then you freestyling. Is that one is freestyling and the other one is, they both like do things with painting, but that's the one where you paint all the hexes and then it gives you a bunch of gold once you paint all the hexes. So we'll see. I mean, first item here really does determine most likely what we're going to play here. I mean, you could take a rod on a Yumi. I wouldn't mind such a thing. Yeah, he's gonna grab it. That leans you a little bit more AP, but Dish can also do this thing that I've seen a lot more people doing recently, is just playing AP Anima Squad. I think you know, a lot of people used to think of Anima Squad. I mean, I think it makes sense to think of Anima Squad as an AD comp because the 4-cost carry is an AD unit. You want to play around Xayah later. And so very often when you're playing Anima Squad, you want to be slamming stuff like the IEs, stuff like Deathblade, Last Whisper, you know, all this stuff that's going to go onto Xayah later. Shojin's kind of a funny like flex item that can go onto Xayah or it can go onto the Aurora later. But that's the other piece of it, is that Aurora actually works really nicely as a late game AP carry. The thing that you have to worry about is making it to Aurora. That is kind of the scary part. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to split this. Actually, maybe I'm underthinking it. One player, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty, like, I've actually been getting kind of good at, like, learning the, like, when people are going to split versus not split. Like, you basically want to just take the option that looks stupid every time is, like, what I think I've learned. Whereas, like, if it's like a big gold, like if it's one of those situations, then you always split it because like nobody is gonna dare to take split there, and so then you just boom, you get the split. But I mean, whatever. I was playing a game and I think it was a 10-25 split, and I saw the no one has decided to split this gold, which is kind of, I mean, it is objectively hilarious. Also, I mean, we have this remover. We can certainly move items over to the Yuumi. We could even sell the Seraphine if we want to, though you probably don't want to do that. I wonder what Dishsoap's hesitation is about moving these items over to Yuumi. I mean, we are on a loss streak anyway, so it's not like the end of the world. I wonder if his thought is that we're on a loss streak, so we don't really need to move items there. And I wonder if he thinks that Seraphine 2 is actually like comparable to Yuumi 2, because people don't like this Yuumi unit that much. Item-wise here, we have Morello, if you want to make it and just get that out of the way and have really, really good Aurora items built. I'm a Morello enjoyer. We have, oh, he's going to make Sunfire. Okay, Sunfire, ooh, Sunfire's steadfast, actually. So no Morello is going to come down here. Wow, it's actually pretty surprising to me, but I guess the big up is that does allow you to get double tank item slammed onto the Silas, which allows you to then, when you have the treasure chest pop open, have a 3-item Silas, which is really, really sick. So yeah, okay, that's the thinking there. I mean, I really do love Morello in this comp just because it's so good onto Aurora later, but I mean, he doesn't want to go for it. Grabs the little buddies immediately, by the way. Oh my god, he didn't even roll the other augments. And so, I mean, we are definitely now playing Anima Squad for sure. So why little buddies? Well, this is a comp where you actually play a lot of little buddies. You are very easily playing, obviously, the 2/1 cost. You're playing the 2/2 cost, Vayne and Alawi. So you're usually playing 4 little buddies on this board, probably, and oftentimes 5 with Jhin. So yeah, very often you're playing 5 little buddies. It's just, when you're playing around little buddies, you want to have as few 3 costs on your board as possible because of the fact that, you know, little buddies, the 1 and 2 costs fuel the little buddies, and the 4 and 5 costs benefit, and the 3 costs just do nothing. And Anima Squad's actually a board where you can very realistically play 0-3 costs. Yuumi is an Anima Squad, but you don't actually need to play Yuumi because, I mean, she's very often, I mean, she's the 8th Anima Squad once you get to like super cap. So that's the idea behind little buddies in this comp. And yeah, Dishsoap actually has a very straightforward line. And yeah, the second he did find Seraphine too, he just said, you know what, I'm not moving items at this point. And I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, you don't want to actually sell your Seraphine or yeah, like only hold on to Seraphine. Like you really do care about getting Seraphine 2 in this comp because it doesn't say it on the trait, but Anima Squad abilities like the Annihilator or, you know, the bunny guns and all that kind of stuff, they scale off the star level of your Anima Squad units. I don't believe that information is in the game anywhere, but good players have told me, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but it is kind of crazy that info is not in the game whatsoever. So yeah, we pick up Spat off Carousel, which is going to be really nice. This is going to guarantee that we get to a pretty easy 7 Anima Squad without having to worry about getting to everything. I'm actually curious to see what Dish plays as his +1 because, you know, normally you're playing 7 Anima plus Jhin. You have an open slot. Renekton is a really great unit to fit in, but obviously you're not always guaranteed to find a Renekton on your level 8 roll down. There are other 5 costs that you can play, but if you miss on the 5 costs, what do you play? I mean, maybe he'll just be a high roller and hit on the 5 costs. We'll see, but I mean, I'm curious. I'm very curious, and we can see. I mean, the board is doing well. Okay, Seraphine is doing about the same damage as Yuumi, but to be fair, Seraphine has the item, so Yumi's probably slightly better, but then you'd have to burn a couple of removers. He's thinking hard about Animines versus Vortex Club. I always take Animines here, and looks like he kind of agrees, though he thought about it a bit. I believe the kind of like ideal for Anima Squad is guiding Hex. The people were actually talking about bunny guns, but there was, I think, I was watching Wei Iverson's stream, and he was talking about there was a video that actually like calculated the damage and said Guiding Hex is slightly more, though I believe I did the math. I think it was 11% more damage based on the number that he said on stream, which means that if you have something like Armor Shred, you could consider taking Bunny Guns or the Owu Blasters is what I'm talking about. And then for last one, usually you want to take Annihilator. I think it goes Annihilator and then Bunny Guns, and then the worst one is like the Whirlwinds. And I basically always just take Annihilator because I get it every time. Are you guaranteed to get Annihilator? I feel like I am guaranteed to get it, but yeah. All right, pick up a brand here. I mean, we don't actually have to play Anima Squad this game. All of this being said, we did just pick up, I mean, this would be a crazy pivot from Dishsoap, but I mean, it's Dishsoap. We have a brand here. We have Shojin JG Street Demon Spat. We could actually pivot this into a Street Demon line. And we have the Zyra actually. The only thing that we're missing is the Dr. Mundo. You do kind of want Mundo for that, but I'm actually really down to bring this down to 1x speed here for the roll down, because this is actually, he could actually flex both comps here, which is kind of a crazy idea. All right, I mean, I don't think it's bad luck protection. I don't love, I mean, is it Mace's Will, really? I mean, you have JG here. I mean, yeah, I guess Mace's Will is not too bad. I wonder what, yeah, okay, he doesn't like Healing Orbs. I feel like Healing Orbs might not be that bad in this comp, but I think Dishsoap disagrees with me. All right, well, that's gonna make things pretty, ooh, wait, is he actually gonna take Tornadoes here? I mean, that makes the decision pretty easy for Dishsoap here. He's, what is he saying anything?
I actually think it's fucking Annihilator. Every time I take this shit, I'm just sad. Seriously.
Is he actually gonna Tornadoes it? Whoa! He's actually gonna take Tornadoes here. All right. I know all of the kind of like tier lists and things out there say Annihilator is best. I do though. I feel Dishsoap in what he's saying here, in that like oftentimes when you're, and then Crown Guard, Sunfire here, and then we're really gonna, wow, he's gonna make it JG here. Kind of a weird item distribution, but okay. I do feel Dishsoap in that like Annihilator tends to feel really bad. It's just like it blows up a board, and like that's really nice, but the fact that it just happens once means that when you play for these like longer fights, which I mean, we in some ways have longer fight stuff. We don't actually have like anything that really like screams a longer fight, but yeah, you actually like kind of feel bad. Also, I love Dishsoap's just discipline here to not roll. This is kind of crazy. I would be so tempted to roll in this spot, I would say. We're Leona pair here. We obviously hit the 7 Anima Squad here, but we're Leona pair. Our +1 right now is, what actually is our +1 now that I'm thinking about it? Our +1 is, because we never picked up Jin, so he's just playing, what is he playing, like a Bastion on this board right now? I guess we'll go back and look in a sec. Item off carousel here. We're looking for the tier for Anima, but oh my god, I mean, that's Glove right there. Yeah, we are... He's moving around too fast. Dishsoap, go back to your board so I can see what your +1 is on this board here. Zaya. Oh, he's playing Jin. He did find a Jin. Okay. Now we opt to roll after Carousel. Okay, so he had the discipline to chill for a bit. And now he has the Renekton, which he can put in once he gets Anima Spat. And yeah, I mean, he hits both 2 stars here. So yeah, okay, so he did just wait. He waited the 1 round. I do think it makes sense, certainly, to roll on 8 when you are obviously in a spot like this where you're Leona paired. He did a really good thing there, which was he scouted the entire lobby before he actually decided to roll. I think so often people will do this thing. I do this a lot personally, where I just hard commit to rolling it down. And then I scout the lobby and I'm like, oh, this guy was Anima Squad and then another guy pivoted into it and I'm 8th now, where Dishsoap, you know, he scouts the entire lobby before he actually rolls much deeper there. And that's, I mean, that's just playing very good TFT. Also, he's really trying to figure out the positioning on this treasure chest here, because it's kind of hilarious. But I mean, the Vayne's a very decent unit to just kind of like sack here, just because she's just not that relevant on these fights overall. I mean, honestly, how much damage is Anima doing? I feel like the Tornadoes are doing pretty good damage. 39. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious, because I mean, we'll see how he does. I mean, obviously he hit the entire board here, so we'll hope the Tornadoes is good. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tornadoes was actually the pick after all that I've played. That is, wow, that was a disgusting board there with the Aurora 2 already, which is really bad for Dishsoap actually, because he needs the Aurora. This is how this comp caps out, is you get to play for Aurora. He gets the Anima Spat here, so now he can just get rid of, I mean, normally it would be the Yuumi. Yeah, he would just cut the Yuumi here, and then you can just throw the items onto Seraphine for now is the idea. Has the Anima Spat onto the Renekton here, and then he can finish off Zaya items here, just gonna make the guard, well, it's kind of awkward. I mean, you probably have to guard. Wow. I mean, his idea, yeah, is that we're getting these items off the treasure chest, so might as well just 2-item Zaya and just let the treasure chest items. I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Wow, this treasure chest. I mean, honestly, Dish has done a fantastic job of actually making use of this treasure chest, which not a lot of people are playing for. All right, we go 9 here. Curious to see what the other in is on this board. Yeah, there is Viego as a consideration, and it looks like that is going to be it. The only kind of downside now, there is God of the Net as well. Does he pref God of the Net to this? He is going to fit in God of the Net here, and then he removered to put the items onto Garen, which I don't think he loved. I mean, he wanted to put the items onto Viego, but then kind of changed his mind that he wanted to put God of the Net on the board. But now he actually can't remember the items because he needs to put them onto Aurora. This is actually kind of tragic here. Okay, and so he is actually just he's gonna put the Viego in because he knows, like, I cannot sit with these items on Garen forever. This makes a lot of, and I mean, Viego is obviously great on this board. He is an extra, like, dummy on this board. Extra tankiness is never bad. He is a techie onto this board. I guess once we find Aurora, we're going to have to cut just the Vayne so that we can keep in the Seraphine and keep Techie in. I mean, yeah, that is just the situation. Yeah, I mean, Tornado's doing okay damage. I mean, honestly, the Zaya is really farming. And the +1 of the +1 item on everybody from the treasure chest is looking really nice. There is a Zac on Carousel. I know there are really good stats on treasure chest Zac because he splits, and then the splits also get treasure chest. We can't pick it up here, but I'm curious if we are going to be able to do that at some point. He's just going to take the Edge of Night here to finish off his Viego item, and I mean, that's going to be the spot. Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a spot here where we probably should roll. It's awkward though. What do you opt to cut good stuff to fit Zac onto your board? I mean, his answer is no. I mean, the dream. Okay, maybe that's not the dream. I was gonna say the dream is you get to Aurora and then you throw in the Zac, but then that's gonna take so long that your treasure chest is not gonna have procced by then. That's like, that's a little bit cooking too hard. That's like cooking so hard you like burn the house down a little bit, but okay. Take a loss here. I mean, we have to roll on 9 until we hit our stuff. We really want this Aurora. It's so unfortunate that we are just not, I mean, that there were 3 Auroras out of the pool. And yeah, he's going to finally make the call here. He's going to put the Zac in over the Renekton and say, you know what, this synergy onto the Zac has got to be good enough. We are going to do it. We're going to remover this, put this here. We're going to get another remover soon, so it's okay. And I guess we're going to Anima the Zac. Would probably ideally have that onto the Viego, but we have 3 items onto the Viego. And yeah, the Zac's going to die, 2 treasure chests. And then when those Zac die, even more treasure chests go flying. I mean, look, everybody is full items here. I mean, this is the idea. This is the idea. And I mean, Dish went for it. I mean, it looks a lot stronger, actually. The only downside is obviously you're kind of like, what is this? Why is he putting the Alistar on this board for now? Is he actually going to get rid of Zac? Because you would always actually field Zac this round so that when the shop refreshes for free, you get Zac blobs. I'm curious about this. I mean, it almost looks like he's thinking about selling the Zac here, even though it kind of looked really good, that fight. All right, gonna roll down here. He did. Okay, he actually made the call that Zac is weaker here. Going to, okay, he does pick up the Aurora again, throws the Zac back onto the board. I don't know exactly what we're doing. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's weird that he sold the Zac. I mean, he wanted to move the Anima Spat is I guess the idea, and he doesn't really care about Zac 1 versus Zac 2, and he doesn't really care that much about Zac Bloblets. Okay, that's the reasoning why. It took me a sec, but I got there. I mean, so yeah, like, he doesn't care that much about Zac Blobs because he wants the Zac to die quickly and split quickly. And he wanted to move the Anima Spat, so that's why he sold the Zac. He got to do the setup now where he moved these items over to Aurora, and then he got to move the Anima Spat over to the Viego. Okay, it makes sense. If Dishsoap does it, it's correct, is what you got to know about most things. All right, this is potentially just the strongest guy in the lobby. We have hit a very capped version of our board. I don't even know where our Zac went, but I see all of our units have items, so it looks like Zac died. We win! Oh my god, and that fight honestly did not look close. I mean, this Zac treasure chest tech is kind of insane, I must say. It's actually looking really, really nice. And I mean, it looks like Dish is going to cap high enough to win the lobby. I mean, like I said, one of my games today on my climb, I hit this entire board on level 10, everything 2-starred, and was not able to, I went 4th that game. And Dishsoap, I mean, with this treasure chest strat, with the, you know, the really, really nice itemization onto the Viego with the Anima Spat, it looks like he's clearing the lobby. I mean, that's 1 kill, and this could actually be a double kill here. Oh, I think the other player is going to double kill. It is a double kill, and it's a dub for Dishsoap. And he got, oh, and this is a win to get back to 1 KLP. All right, I'm kind of afraid, but I'm going to refresh this here, and we'll see if it's refreshed. Okay, 4 minutes ago. Please tell me that some people have dropped. 161 is the number. I'm 163. All right. I'm okay with that. I am second place on the wait list. No one else has dropped, but no one else has climbed above me. I'm above these people. This means that as long as 2 people drop out of the tournament, I will be in the tournament playing. So yeah, all right. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna go like shave here. I feel like I haven't slept in. Okay, yeah, it's tough. Is Emily? Wait, Emily Wang is down here as well. Is she streaming? No. Okay, good. Very good. So we're gonna be above Emily Wang, which is all that matters in life. All right. Thanks everyone for watching the video. As always, if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Metafy, if you want to know how to be second person on the wait list to these cups. I mean, this stuff is really competitive. It's honestly so hard, especially this set when everybody's playing because they want to make it into like the new TFT like league thing. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.